Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. Critical levels have been tested. Can the Bears show some follow through? That is the question. I've been talking to you guys about that golden zone, right? Based on this downtrend structure here, I have fib levels from all-time high down to October low, October 2022 low. That 61.8 fib level was at 429.6. I gave it a zone, 429.6 to 430. We tested the golden zone today, guys. Not only was it the golden zone based on fib levels and all that happy math, but it was also a sell zone. Over here, we had a double top last year in April 28th and May 4th from 429.6s. We had strong selling pressure or a false breakout setup here back on August high of last year. And now today, we tested it once. Again, this is a sell zone, guys. Very important sell zone that we need to pay attention to for multiple reasons. It's a sell zone. It's a golden zone. It's an important zone. We can see on the 15-minute chart, these two white lines. That's my 429.6 to 430 zone. You guys see that price action behavior intraday. Bears stepped up where they needed to. Okay? They stepped up where they needed to. But the next question is, can they show follow through? And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Before I mention the bear case scenario, I want to say for the bull case scenario, remember, when we are in an uptrend, false breakdown setup is the greatest setup to trade. We lost, you can see here, we tested at critical resistance level. We lost 428.5. I mentioned this in the Discord. All right. Intraday and triggered a decent move down to 426.4ish. Try to break down that 427 level, but couldn't. You guys see it basing here. So what's follow through? Now that we tested this critical resistance level, follow through is, if you're a bear, you don't even want to see this resistance level get tested because that's a sign that we're basing below resistance. That's usually a bullish sign, trying to absorb all the sell orders, and eventually when they run out, it could break out. That's not, if you're a bear, that's not what you want to see. Now that it's been tested, you want to see 427, 425, and 423 break down. Okay, we had selling pressure for 423 intraday 2 times. Once we broke that out, canceled the double top, triggered a very nice move to the upside. That loss of 423 would be very critical for bears to do. All right, the more we break down support, the more this pullback will pull back. Obviously, that's our triggers to go short when we break down support. Technically speaking, you look at all this action, how we cleared these levels. So if we break down these levels, that's a false breakout setup. Think about it. That's why we want to look to short when support fail. Okay? So look to short below 427. If it gaps down below 427, a gap down tomorrow, in my opinion, would be bearish. And put 425 in play. Okay? If we gap down, look to short. Below, especially if we break down 425 with 423, as mentioned, 420 and 417.5 below that. Look to short when support fail. Why? Because we cleared it. So if it's lost and it fails to defend, that's a false breakout setup. False breakouts is the best time to go short or buy puts. All right? Triple Q. Got to bounce off this intraday trend line here that I have. Okay. Had a false breakout setup intraday as well. All right. Had a 356 level. So obviously, false breakdown setup for Triple Q would be to recapture that 356 level to put 358 and 360 in play. Okay. If we break down 354, it defended today. But if it breaks down tomorrow, 352.5, 351. And 349.7 would be in play. Below 349.7, I would be bear biased because from All-time high down to October low, 349.7 is the 61.8 fib level. Okay? So if we lose that level, that will be one hell of a false breakout setup. So below 354, look to short. Recapture of 357, look to long. IWM have an inside daily candle here. This setup is simple to trade. We look at the previous day candle. The range, 182 to 177.4. That's our chop range. As long as within that range, as a chop, look to scalp if you choose to trade this. But a breakout of this range, above 182, look to long. You can swing long. With 183.3 and 187 in play. Breakdown of 177.4, you could swing shorts. With 175 and 172 back in play, okay? Tesla got a gap up in a doji here. Looks pretty toppy, but we need confirmation. Watch for the breakdown of support. We break down 214, look to short. With 210, 207.7 and 204 back in play. Below 204, we got the 200 daily moving average around 198. We could chop. If it chops, chop range would probably be 221.2 to 214-ish based on this candle. If we chop, that would be a good sign for bulls because we don't want to see it just go straight up. Not very healthy. We want to get some healthy price action. Can't always get what we want though. But yeah, as far as the bull case scenario, we need a breakout above 221. And that will put higher price targets in play. Big price target I'll be looking at is 228.9-ish. All right. But needs to break out 221. If we break down 214, look to short. Apple hit a new all-time high intraday, but got rejected soon. Okay. Got some it's launching some stuff, some new product. All right, some VR set. They got a meeting about it at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Definitely pay attention to that because Apple is a market moving stock. So if this stock drops, it's gonna take the SPY and the QQQ down with it. If not, it continues to rally, it could keep the QQQ and SPY continuing to go up. All right. So yeah, previous all-time high. It's not all-time high no more, but previous all-time high level, 182.9 is resistant. If that clears, we can go test 185. 187 and 190 above. Okay, as usual, if you're a bear, you want to see breakdown of support. We got a bearish outside daily candle here. Technically that's bearish, but we need confirmation. So breakdowns of 178 and a breakdown of 175 would be very bearish. So close, but it would be pretty bearish if we break it down. Of course, if we break it down, take out the liquidity, because it's pretty sure there's liquidity under this trend line. Get maybe stop loss hunt and get a false breakdown setup, recapture the trend, that would be bullish. All right, but overall, I need to break down this trend line, retest that trend line preferably, and get selling pressure and break down 170.3. That's a fib level, and I tell you, that would be very bearish. Okay, NVDA choppy day, had some nice intraday move because some volatility to the stock. So if you're day trading it, decent action, but overall choppy. I got 392.8 to 386.6 as the chop range. So above we'll round it to 393. Above 393 long with 397.7 and 399 in play. If you break it down, support starting with 389. Watch critical support at 386.6. If that fail, bottom of this wedge could get tested at 383.5, and if that fails, possibly go lower to 380 and 377.7. All right, you guys got that? VIX, inside daily candle here. Usually a sign of consolidation. We could get more, but we'll see. Multi-day candle high 15.65 with the low at 14.42. So we got to break that range. Above 15.65, I'll favor some upside. 14.4, if that fails, as hard as it is to believe, possibly we could go lower on the VIX. All right, dog pool order, we had 3.3 billion at the 427.9 level, and SPY closed below that today. Not quite bullish if you ask me. We hit a very critical level at the golden zone. Dog pool order coming in big with the premium, and SPY closed below that level. Let's see if we gap down tomorrow. Okay, there's liquidity in the market. Let's look at the SPY 500K premiums or above. Let's take a look at it. 80% into puts. Let's see if it works out this time. This is aggressive one. 425 strike price for June 9th. Over 7,500 in size. Let's see if it plays out. QQQ 86% in the puts. This is a block order for 350 strike price, September 15, over 10,000 in size. Okay. IWM 87% in the calls, contradicting the SPY and the QQQ here. Tesla 68% in the puts. A lot of sweep orders though. Hopefully we get a move, bigger move. Apple, this should be interesting. Okay. We got that meeting tomorrow. Let's check the short term. It's overall bullish. Let's check the short term for tomorrow. 1 month out, bullish. All calls heading in for tomorrow. We'll see how that plays out. And let's end this with the VIX. I don't think the VIX have anything. VIX didn't move much. Yeah, we got a split order here. Nothing. So we saw those amazing call orders last week. Didn't do much. We got a little gap up and closed a little higher, but we'll see if we'll get more follow through. All right, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want more content from Uncle Charters, please consider joining the Discord. Other than that, have a great evening. Peace.